What's up, you crazy YouTubers? This is Mike from the Autograph Network, aka The Godfather, coming to you with a package mail day, both of them TTMs. We'll get to that one second, guys. Had a great time hanging out in the Spreecast for Autograph Nation, guys. Make sure you guys are supporting my buddies Stacy Schaefer and Jeremy Daniels, the guys that do the podcast for Autograph Nation. So make sure you listen to the podcast, but also follow them on Facebook and go hang out in the Spreecast. It's just the guys, you know, shooting the breeze, talking about autographs or other random things. It's not scripted, but I was in there just hanging out, having a good time. So make sure you guys are supporting the nation, because that's how it's going to build, and it's cool to, you know, talk about autographs. So here we go. No postmark because it is a barcoded. Nice return, signing 2 of 3. This is old Hollywood actor Joseph Alec. And here he is from a Twilight Zone episode. Love the old black and white Twilight Zones. I believe this episode was The Ordinary Man or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. Did not sign this one. Black and white still from the same episode. And then this is probably his most famous role, but One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson. And so there's Joseph right there, carrying Jack on his shoulder. So pretty cool. And signed it, or described it, Cuckoo's Nest. So pretty cool. Next one, I'm going to show the autographs. I'm going to talk to you guys real quick about something that I got, a little memo from this guy. But he sent my letter back and signed all 3 photos, but I'm going to talk about that in 1 second. This is screenwriter Carl Gottlieb, who penned the original Jaws screenplay and also Jaws 2, so part of cinematic history, to Archer, and dated it. And then of course I had to send the movie posters. So here's the original poster, which is just famous in itself. Everyone recognizes Jaws, and he's got his credit down there, and maybe not so cinematic gold, but sequels are never good as the originals. So sign that one. This is Jaws 2 poster, and again has his credit down there, so that's pretty cool. Send me this, a little memo. It's typed out. It's actually personalized. It's just typed. I'm going to read this because I preached to you guys about making, you know, your letters very personal, not just sending form letters, and a lot about what you write will result in the returns you get. And this is a perfect example. I'm going to read this. Hi, Michael and Archer. I don't sign multiple items. They usually wind up being traded or sold, but since you made a point out to say you're not a dealer, I'm happy to sign your photos. And if you are a dealer, underlined, you took the trouble to build a website and convince me otherwise, so extra points for your dedication. And then his little signature down here. So basically he went to my website, which I chronicle my collection for Archer. I put in my letter, I'm not a dealer, I do this for my son. Feel free to check out the website, and you know, I send 3 photos, yes, but if you want to sign them, inscribe them to Archer. But I make it a personal letter about my experience, and what I'm sharing with you guys is translated into the website. And he went to the website, and you know, he doesn't sign multiple items, but because what I wrote in my letter and what I put on the website, you know, that's my personal experiences. He was kind enough to sign all 3 photos, which I'm happy with, because I could mat that into a nice piece with him in the middle, and then, you know, the 2 posters, so it looked, you know, something like this, all matted, and that's pretty cool. So, like I said, make the letters personal, guys. It doesn't. I'm not saying handwritten or typed, because my letter's typed, but it's personal. And he took time to read it. He went to the website, and just make it your own. And that's your collection too. Make it your own. Don't just send to people because other people get them in. I wrote to this guy because I grew up watching Jaws. I mean, that's a piece of cinematic history, and so there's that personal connection for me to this autograph. And now that it's inscribed to Archer, and he was kind enough to sign all 3, and he wrote me a personal letter telling me why he signed all 3. So that autograph is now a part of my collection, and I'm making it my own. That's what I want you guys to do. take the time to enjoy this hobby, because you take the time and you'll get a result like that. So that's my little tip for today. Rambled on, and like I said, I was hanging out with the boss and the dude, and here I go rambling. It's going to be a 10-minute video because I can't stop rambling, because I've been hanging out with those guys and that's all I do is ramble, ramble, ramble. And Andy Summers, he gets me too. Ramble, 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 ramble. Alright, anyways, Mike from check out Autograph Nation. I always kid those guys. I enjoy watching their videos. I watch as many as I can. I watch all your guys' videos. And check out the links, mailpix.com as always. Penny Prince, Mike from the Autograph Network, out.